I'm going to talk about what can make us all happy. I believe we all know what is happiness, right? I mean, but if you were to think about, sometimes people say the purpose of life is to live happily, right? But do we all know exactly what happiness is, right? Uh, what can make us happy? Is there one person whom I can think of who can make me happy? So those are the things that I want to address in my presentation today, and see what can really bring us happiness. Let me cite an example. Once I was driving on a Mumbai highway, Mumbai Pune highway, okay, on my bike, and I hit a series of potholes. All of a sudden, my bike handle was shaky, and I lost the handle. I kind of skidded off, landed right on my teeth. My teeth was touching the tar. I actually grounded it, right? And the next instant, I'm seeing that on a flash, I just bounced upon and reached a median. At that time, when I reached the median, suddenly I got my conscience back, and I was feeling happy that I kind of went out of the harm's way in such a flash. That happy thought really made me feel better. And I actually walked back to the bike, pulled it up, took it on the side, corrected the guard, and actually right back home. It was later that I found out the accident was not really minor. I had 2 weeks in hospital later on. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is just a simple happy thought that I was able to pull myself out of the harm's way really helped me get the energy enough to really ride back home. So that's a strange thing about human mind. If you see that there is a piece of energy that can bring you, happiness can bring you that energy, you can do wonders. And I'm sure each one of you can cite certain things in your life which has ever happened to you, wherein you have seen that surge of energy doing wonders for you that you never thought you could do it. Right? This concept, if you kind of want to elaborate a little bit on, you can see how mind can be tuned into, right? If you just not look at what is sad around you, what is unhealthy around you, right? And look at what is working. See what is better, and you will suddenly see there is a positive sense of energy that is driving things for you. Long upon, people said, work hard and you will become happy. There was a research done around this, and they figured out that's not really true. What they said is, if you be happy before you start your work, you will have 50% better result in your work that you are committing to. So what that implies, if you were to be happy, crack a joke before your examination, you might have a 50% better result than what you would have otherwise had, struggling at the last minute trying to see what you wanted to study. Right? So this is something that is being researched upon, and they are saying, be happy before you start your work and you'll have much better results. Okay? There is a guy called Shawn Achor. I don't know how many of you really know about him, but he teaches a class on happiness in the School of Harvard. And there are certain things and there are a lot of books also that he has published. There are certain things that I actually jotted down from what he actually was mentioning on. So he displayed 5 principles, okay, 5 things that you can do to make yourself happy. First thing he said is gratification. Spend 30 seconds each day of your day, okay, just thinking about 3 things that you are grateful for. If you spend that 30 seconds, that's going to make your day happier than what you think it would have otherwise gone. Okay. If you continue this for 21 days, okay, this is all based on the research. Okay, if you continue this for 21 days, it can build enough energy in your body that you can have happiness for 6 months. So that's just a simple exercise of spending 30 seconds of your day just trying to see how you can be grateful to certain things that are happening in your life. Second thing he found was simplify. Human mind is really not made to do multiple things. When you try to do something on the phone at the same time IMing somebody, you're creating stress for yourself. And what stress can do to you is eat away your body parts. So this is one thing that he kind of brought in, saying that if you want to keep yourself a little bit happier, right, do not multitask. Do simple things, simplify your task, do one thing at a time, and you will eventually figure out that you are doing much more things than you thought you would be doing. Okay? Other thing that he said is, look at what is there for utilizing your strengths. Figure out your strengths. Use them as much as you can. People who can know what are their strengths can really do much better and, can be more successful and be more happier. Next thing he said is exercise. It seems on the research they figured out that the best antidepressant was a 30-minute exercise schedule. In fact, it beat every possible antidepressant in the market. Okay? So that's one thing that you can practice. The last thing he said, the fifth thing, was meditation. A simple meditation exercise like you do watching your breath go in and out, it seems can synchronize your brain to an extent that you become more focused and have better insight into what's happening around you. So just a simple meditation exercise can keep you more happier. To summarize what he's saying, right? I mean, you can create happiness, and what happiness can do, I mean, the research has found is people who are happier can live like almost up to 85 years compared to people who kind of lead a stressful, unhappy life. Okay. Now there is one other thing that I want to mention before you kind of walk away from these 5 things. One of my friends, I mean, you remember Shyam mentioned, he wanted to paint his house. Okay? But he never brought his paint right into the living room. He kept it in his garage for a long time. The 20 seconds that he spent in bringing the paint piece on in the middle of his room gave him this energy to go and finish the task. So if you want to practice this happy routine, make sure that you bring these 5 principles in your life and give this called activation energy. Use this activation energy to start that piece for yourself. Okay? To summarize this, I would just want to say, empathy spreads when you see sadness, and happiness spreads when you see smiles around you. So, I'm sure from this room there will be a lot of ripples of happiness if you start practicing, right? And we'll have a better, happier society. But remember one thing, only one person can make you happy, and that is you yourself.